Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this special bulletin. We have some old news, some new speculative news, and it all boils down to bad news for any of the fans out there, but this should be nothing new for anyone paying attention to the entertainment industry as far as the mainstream is concerned over at Fandom Pulse. Now, initially, this is something that came out at D23 way back in August. Disney unveils your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I'm going to make a joke by the time this video's done, and I don't care. Complete race swapped cast, pretty much. Harry and Norman Osborne have been, well, diversified because of course they are. What else can you expect with Disney? A trailer, or teaser, way back in August came out of this, and so this should really be no surprise, and that's not really even the speculative news there. We're going to get to that and why it's so frustrating, but why it's to be expected. Over at Fandom Pulse, Disney is releasing a new Spider-Man cartoon titled Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man on January 29th. A whole month from the time of this recording to find out just how fantastic and awesome and unoriginal and creatively bankrupt these writers are going to be. January 29th. First trailer dropped from Marvel Entertainment, even though we got a few of the teasers way back in, like I said, D23 in August. Again, I see a few people going, shock, shock, they made the Osbornes black. And we knew that already. That's not really the big news and the big deal. The trailer opens with a remix of the original Spider-Man cartoons theme put to a hip-hop beat because Disney just can't help being stereotypically bad with their bumper music, I guess you could call it, the trailer music. Peter is shown as Spider-Man in a homemade costume that looks a lot like the Scarlet Spider. I'm not familiar with it. Sorry. He teams up with Norman Osborn, and honestly, that's probably my number one problem with it as far as where the story goes, because in the trailer, it's revealed. Shock. Horror. Norman Osborn knows that Peter is Spider-Man. They're going to have to do some, well, quality writing to make the payoff meaningful. Throughout the trailer, however, the diversity components appear to be over the top. Now, I wouldn't want to be hyperbolic here, but I really can't disagree with him on this one. One person after another after another. It is DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion, or exclusion checkbox over and over and over again throughout this trailer. And it's just, oh boy, gaggle of minority women, race swapped Mary Jane Watson and Gwen Stacy. That will not surprise. And honestly, it should not. We are to the point where none of this should be a surprise to anyone. Genuinely. This is coming from Disney. That's it. That's all you need to know. This is from Disney. Therefore, we're going to go off the checkbox, checkbox, checkbox. Oh, well, this person was this color in the comic books. Well, we're going to change them right there. We're not going to, heaven forbid, we change a brown character to, I don't know, a little less melanin in their diet. Change them to white. Oh, no, heaven forbid, we can't do that. All the classically, well, I'm going to say it. I'm going to be called racist. Been there, done that. But that's not the point. When you have any sort of adaptation, fans want to see authenticity. They're not interested in your inclusive virtue signaling that you want to put in your show. They want characters to look relatively authentic. We can tolerate a few things here and there, some changes here and there, mainly, costume design and whatnot. But we like the characters to look and act like they did in the comic books, in the cartoons that we grew up loving, the things we were fans of. But yeah, I'm picturing a little Asian blue-haired chick over here with the purple pendant. That's going to be Gwen Stacy because why not? Peter's teacher. Oh, we're going to get into demographics. That really doesn't care. It has nothing to do with the story, but you get the point. Now, Norman Osborn here, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, he looks like a bit of a Chad. He looks like, sure, you race swapped him, fine, but what you got to picture Norman Osborn to look like, don't you think? Shown as a black man. Again, we knew that back in August. Guiding Peter down a bad path. Down a bad path? Okay. To work for him in some capacity with a new Spider-Man suit. This is where the trailer ends, but it's not the strangest part. Oh, here's where the fun begins. Here's where the speculation starts. And I had an initial reaction, if you follow me on the good old X over there. I had an initial reaction, and then the more I think about it, the more I see, the more discussion, I realize that the speculation that I will criticize, because it sounds foolish, it's stupid, there's nothing to back it up, other than, well, it's Disney doing it, is this right here. During the trailer, Peter meets up with Harry Osborne, who not only is shown as black, well, I hope so, because his dad's black. Well, shown has a rather very effeminate features with long hair and a bun. Yeah, that's not effeminate. That's just the style. Okay. Earrings. Okay, are we living in the 60s? Earrings aren't a thing anymore. Guys wear earrings. Pouty lips. Okay. I mean, whatever. Give a viewer the implication that it might be transgender or homosexual. This is where we are. This is the conclusion we jump to, or that, not me, but that some people are jumping to based on the trailer, based on Disney. And unfortunately, as much as I disagree with this assumption, I unfortunately can see where it's coming from. Because over and over, time and time again, this ideological nonsense that is shoved down our throats over and over and over again. These studios, whether they're responsible for the cartoons, the movies, the TV shows, the video games, the comics, etc. at all, the studios have no one to blame for this sort of response but themselves. We're seeing it lately. I've been mostly covering the video game industry, but also I do pay attention to what's going on in studios, in Disney, in Marvel, in Warner Brothers, in cartoons and TV shows and whatnot. I'm still paying attention to this because I review it on Wednesday nights, but let's continue. It's happening across the entertainment industry when fans see this as Harry Osborne. Norman and Harry Osborne have been ideologically changed to virtue signal because, hey, let's make them black. Okay, well, that's one checkbox, massive red flag. We see the look and style. Well, first of all, the animation style looks like hot garbage, like something not even suitable for 80s Saturday morning cartoons. What happened to quality in animation? I understand this is a different style, but how about the quality in the style? FPS of what, 2? Moving on. When you see one red flag after another, we have Harry Osborne here, and yeah, if you believe that's effeminate, that's you, but it can be seen as another red flag. And what happens when we're fed one red flag after another? Talking about video games, we get garbage writing and garbage looks of characters over and over again, showcased as this is going to be the bestest ever. Moving on to lovely characters and the writing of said characters, when one red flag, 2 red flags, 3 red flags ends up being where the finished product looks like hot garbage, you get to a point where Ciri in The Witcher 4 is deemed ugly and masculine. This is the fault solely 100% laying on the heads of the development studios. The people responsible for all this, one after another, until you come up all the way back around to animation, to movies, to TV shows. It's infecting all walks of the entertainment industry. The response to this, the conclusion, the assumption that good old Harry Osborne is going to end up being a they-them character. It's foolish on one hand, but what do you expect people to respond to when that is what's being fed over and over and over again, constantly being pushed across all of the entertainment industry? How you want us to respond? Maybe stop worrying about the checkbox. Stop worrying about the so-called modern audience that's not going to watch your show. And this show, in all likelihood, will fail for a multitude of reasons. The animation quality looks subpar at best. It's coming from Disney Plus, and the trailer, don't really see anything spectacular about it. When you are pushing ideological changes for the sake of ideological changes, that tells the fans, the viewer, everything they need to know about what to expect. trash writing over and over again because you put this ahead of everything else. You put ideological changes over story, over character development, over world building. And you're going to get, just like Dustborn, just like Concord, just like Dragon Age the Failguard, more than likely intergalactic, and who knows what's going to happen with The Witcher 4. When you constantly push this nonsense, the fans, the potential customers, the potential viewers know what to expect because that is what we're being fed over and over again. And ultimately, we're sick and tired of it. I honestly hope Fandom Pulse, I hope Endymion is wrong about this. I hope John Delarose is 100% wrong. But unfortunately, based on the track record of Disney and the entertainment industry, I do believe they're going to be 100% correct on this one. And I'll be the one eating crow, unfortunately. Maybe one day the industry will change, will shift, and these won't be red flags anymore. But until that day, I'll keep calling out the stupid. Maybe I'll eat a lot more crow than I wanted to. But 1 month, January 29th, check it out because it's what I do for my channel. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Leave a like, leave a dislike, do all those nifty little things that YouTube beg you to do. Oh, and share the video out there. Come on, let's start off the new year. Let's start off 2025 hot. Hope to see you on the next one.